Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Puma ST line walk around video. Before we get started, if you are enjoying the Perkins Garage's content, why don't you hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, please like the video, and if you had any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. This here is an Agate Black Ford Puma ST line MHEV, so it's a mild hybrid electrical vehicle. What that means for you is there's no plugging in, there's no waiting for it to charge, simply get in it and drive it like a normal vehicle and get some really good MPG out the back of it. So this vehicle features the 1 litre EcoBoost engine that produces 125 PS of power. That 125 PS of power is then transmitted through a 7-speed automatic gearbox. The vehicle is registered on a 72 registration, meaning we'll take Ford warranty with us until September 2025. The vehicle itself is extremely low mileage, only done 3,000 miles I believe in this one, but I'll get the exact number once we're on the dash in a moment. So sit tight and let me walk you around this lovely Ford Puma ST line. Like always, to begin, we get the remote central lock-in out my pocket, click on the unlock button and wake up the daytime running lights. Daytime running lights give you the ultimate visibility in any lighting situation, so you're always going to be seen no matter how bright it is. Like today, for example, a very bright July summer's day and they're still perfectly visible. To you, the other end of the video, they might appear to be flashing simply because the frequency in which my camera records at. But let me assure you, in real life they look amazing. So inside the lamps themselves are some LED headlights, and below that we have LED front fog lights, and we see the first parking sensor there, and they trail all the way around the front lip of the bumper. At the bottom there is a little front facing radar, and I'll explain for what that does in a moment. But as we proceed to walk around the front bumper, we can see some glorious 17 inch machine cut alloy wheels. You've got the silver, it's a shiny silver at the front with a gloss black just behind, and they are fitted with Goodyear tyres as standard. Just through the middle there you can see the silver painted brake caliper. I'm going to take your attention north slightly, because in the windscreen there is a sensor for the automated lights. We also have one at the top of the windscreen for the traffic speed sign recognition software, the auto wipers and the auto rain sensing wipers I should say, and we also have one there for the auto dipped beam. Coming back down to earth now, we can see some lovely ST line badging on both the front wings, and as we're moving around, let's do a bit of spec, shall we? Bit of spec. So on the door handle we have 4 lines. We'll go to half zoom for this operation. That means we have keyless entry. So a tap on the door handle behind unlocks the vehicle, and a tap on those lines locks the vehicle. Please note as well we have power folding and heated door mirrors. Wonderful. And that will self-lock itself in a while, so I'll leave it to itself and it will lock itself as a safety measure. Moving away around the vehicle, we can have a look at the, let me just go back to normal zoom, which we have another rear drums on this one. Now we're at the offside rear, we're going to give you a condition of the body. So we're going to start nice and high up, and we're going to work, I'm being attacked by a ladybug, please excuse me. So we're going to start nice and high, and we're going to shimmy the camera all the way down, showing you how lovely each and every body panel is. Like so. Then we can link that round to the offside rear wheel, give you a good look at that again. Wonderful. We have a parking sensor and another one and another one, so 6 parking sensors around the rear of the vehicle, and those parking sensors front and rear are complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera. So give you a little dramatic close up of that there as well. And you guessed it, we're going to give the near side the exact same treatment as we did the offside. So we're going to start nice and high, and I'm going to shimmy the camera all the way down, hopefully giving you a good understanding of the bodywork. So that links nicely to the near side rear wheel, and we'll follow the skirt all the way down to the near side front wheel, like so. Amazing. That's the exterior taken care of. Let's have a look at the interior. So double click on the boot function on the remote central lock-in, and that will open up the rear tailgate. So it's a hands-free system, and we have the corresponding button on the right hand side of the boot seal to shut it once you're done. Love the Ford Puma boot space. It's a very versatile area, and let me explain for why. So you can see the plastic clips either side there, so it's a multi-height boot function, so you can bring up the floor to a higher level. So if you are loading into the vehicle, you're not bending down so much to load it in there. But if you did require the full volume of the boot, not a problem, put that into the low position and you can take advantage of the massive volume in the rear there. These Pumas also come with this little space here, which is called the Ford Mega Box. This one has a spare wheel in it, so we have a spare wheel space saver tucked away in there, so in case of emergency you have all relevant tools and jacks underneath it to change on the side of the road. So that's inside the rear of these lovely Pumas. Please note as well, we have a built-in Tornado shelf, or Tornado cover, parcel shelf, whatever you want to call it, so it's not going to be intruding in the volume of the boot. So as the boot opens and shuts, as does the cover. So we'll shut that up now and have a look inside the vehicle. So I use keyless entry, the vehicle is now locked, so I unlock it with the key to gain entry once again. So we have the classic ST line interior on this one. Beforehand we have all windows and corresponding door cards, so it's the cloth interior in this one, and it's all defined by some lovely red stitching. So you have the chessboard pattern in the middle, cross stitch pattern in the middle. It's very durable, very robust. We have an ISO fixing point on the left hand rear and on the right hand rear, so 2 kiddie seats will be clipped in and keep them nice and safe in transit. And for a hatchback style vehicle, you still get an ample amount of room for people with legs, so you can actually get in here and carry people, not a problem. Cruising nicely now to the driver's door. I apologise for any background noise. We have 4 electric windows, mirror controls and interior locking on that door card there. Spinning the camera around once again, we can then have a look at the front 2 seats. So again, that's a dark charcoal upper and headrest with the chessboard pattern in the middle, and again some gorgeous red stitching. So as I bring the camera down, we can see that we have a manually controlled seat, so rear tilt adjustment, height adjustment, front tilt, and also a front forward and backwards adjustment there. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle quickly. You're going to hear a bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me whilst I do so. Inside the vehicle, being an automatic, foot on the brake, click on the engine start stop button, and that gains us power to the vehicle. So I'm going to give you a quick tour around the digital dash that's in front of me. So quick reference, the vehicle has done 5,896.8 miles. From left to right, we have a coolant temperature sensor on the left hand side, we have a digital speedo. On the right hand side we have an RPM times 1000 gauge and a fuel gauge to the right hand side. At the bottom we have a seatbelt warning sign, a digital readout for the fuel, ambient air temperature, we have a gear selector indicator and the mileage. The traffic speed sign, as you can see, the 50 is appearing at the bottom of the screen. Now the bit in the middle we can move around using the arrows on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So I'm going to be using the return button, the up and down and the menu button for this. So the trip computer 1 states over the last 5,876.4 miles we've been averaging 50.4 mpg. I believe you, with your right foot you can get a lot better. But we can also see the live tyre pressures, we have a calm screen on there, back to fuel economy as well, and different trip computers. You can click the menu button and go to select screens, and you can select any screen you would like to see on there. Go back once more, we can have audio on there as well, so you can see all your presets and the navigation also, so you can quickly just set your destination wherever you might be going. So that's a nice little function. Obviously your phone's in there as well. So I'm going to just show you, we do have selectable drive modes on this Puma, so you can select between a normal, an eco, we have a sport, a slippery, a trail, back to normal. But any mode you put the vehicle into, it's going to adapt the screen accordingly. So in eco mode you get a nice eco aesthetic screen ahead of you. That is lovely indeed. But into sport mode you get a nice grey red one as well, so it's a nice feature on this digital display. Like so, that's sport mode, very nice indeed. Okay, so that's the screen ahead of you. Zooming out quickly, on the left hand side we have the functions for the cruise control, if that will focus. So we can cancel, we can set the limiter, take off standby, and quickly set your speed by flicking up and down the resume button in the middle. On that cluster also we have a volume minus, plus and a mute button. And just to recap, on the right hand side was what the arrows I was controlling the screen ahead of us with. Below we have a voice command, a pick up and decline phone call, and a previous and next song function as well. That links me on lovely to talk about this screen here. This is called a Sync 3.4 module. 3.4 because we have the updated blue band at the bottom. Divides into audio, and in audio we have sources such as your FM, DAB, Bluetooth audio. We have navigation. I've been using Ford navigation for years, absolutely love it, never let me down. So for example, you would like to come to Perkins to look at this Puma, what you need to do is punch in Charlie Mike 77 6 Sierra Alpha, click search, speak to the GPSs in the sky, and navigate your route. So you can click start on there, and you can also have the directions come up on the navigation screen ahead of you. I won't do it because obviously I'm sat here currently. Back out of there, if I pop the vehicle into reverse, you can see the high definition reversing camera with the proximity sensor on the right hand side for the front and rear parking sensors. Back at the park once more. We have a button down here, and this is for the Ford Active Park Assist. So this vehicle will quite literally park itself for you, and that is the ability of a parallel park in, a bay park in, and a parallel park out. So it's a nice function. If you do struggle with your parking or just need a bit of a helping hand at times, it's an excellent tool at your disposal. Okay, so that's a bit about the screen. Worth saying as well, fully supportive of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can take advantage of the software on your phone, such as navigation, phone, voice command, anything you like, but it makes it a hands-free system, so it's very important to be using. Further south now from the screen, we have the heating, ventilation and air conditioning controls. So fan speed to the left hand side, temperature control to the right. We have different demist functions up here, different circulations in the middle, and air conditioning and recirculation to the right hand side. Both the front seats are a three-way heated seat. We have electronically heated front screen. For the driver's hands we have a nice heated steering wheel, and again driver heated seat there as well. So lots of heated going on. Below that, if I just release the handbrake and put it in there, we have a 12 volt socket, a USB for your phone connectivity, and a wireless charging pad as well. So if your phone supports wireless charging, happy days, pop it down there and it will be charging whilst you drive along. This is the gear selector for the 7-speed automatic gearbox. Obviously it's kind of a semi-automatic function because of the flappy paddles on the steering wheel. Down there we have a mode for, that's the mode button, sorry, traction control, self-park, parking sensors and automated stop start. So hopefully that's given you a lovely insight of this Ford Puma ST line. Any more information you may need, give us a call, 01376 550 899. Subscribe, like and comment below. Thanks for watching, see you soon.